you never know when it'll be your last day on this earth. So if you do have family out here and loved ones, definitely spend as much time with them as you can.
And probably something we should remember every day, but it's particularly true for some local families this Christmas Eve after a fire this morning forced them from their homes. Good evening. It was just about 8 this morning when that fire started at an apartment complex, and it left one man in very bad shape.
It happened at the Clifton Woods Apartments in University Heights this morning. Local 12's Courtney Wheaton is at UC Medical Center with the latest on his condition. Courtney, good evening.
Good evening. Firefighters say that man is here in critical condition. Now, we were actually there earlier when they were doing chest compressions on him. It was a very scary situation. And I also talked to residents that say they're now displaced. Flames shot from the top floor of Clifton Woods Christmas Eve morning. Firefighters moved quickly to try to keep them contained.
We open the door and it's just all smoke, like all soot, everything.
Residents inside scrambled to get out. Nathan Bowman lives in one of the 14 apartments on the top floor.
The first thing I hear was the fire alarms going off. You know, you're trying to get an understanding of what's going on, thinking if it's a warning or not. But the second sign was people started running up and down the hallway. So at that point, you know something's definitely going on.
Firefighters say they were able to rescue a man they found behind a door before he was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. A cat was also saved and given oxygen. Other residents are left to figure out their next move.
And if Red Cross doesn't have an option, we're probably just going to get a hotel for the next few days while they figure out what they're going to do to fix the water damage.
This wasn't the Christmas Eve they were expecting, but they know it could have been much worse.
It just goes to show that you never know when it'll be your last day on this earth. So if you do have family out here and loved ones, definitely spend as much time with them as you can.
Now, thankfully, both of the people I talked to, they have family in the area, so they're going to have a nice dinner. They have somewhere to stay, but it was just an unsettling situation. As for this man, we'll continue to check in on his condition at UC Medical Center. Courtney Wheaton, Local 12 News.
Yeah, Courtney, you never want to hear about an apartment fire, but especially so on Christmas Eve. So far, the fire department hasn't determined the exact cause of that fire.